Standing by for your call. Bring that Titan down. To achieve victory. Focus. Impressive strength.
Welcome back to TitanFall 2. I hope that my small edit captures a bit of the total fun of the game. It's one of the best, for me maybe the best first-person shooter on the market to date. No, really, it still offers the package that I'm looking for in these types of games, right? It's fast-paced, arcade feeling, no skill-based matchmaking, fun and accessible upgrade and a luck system also, by the way. The gameplay is rock solid, so perfectly executed. Just to be honest, the movement in the map combined with the Titanfall gameplay is pretty hard to achieve, right? Because you need to make a crossover in this game between high-speed movement from and for the pilot and give room for Titan, fights pilot, and even fights AI gameplay. But before we start, welcome to the channel. My name is Movement6, and everybody that subscribed in the last few weeks, welcome to the channel. Privileged to have you on board. Are you new here? Don't be a stranger. Like, subscribe, click those notification buttons, and do not miss one thing. Now, so, Titanfall 2. Obviously a direct sequel to Titanfall 1, right? Which was a Microsoft exclusive title, developed by Respawn Entertainment and well known for Apex Legends, that is set in the universe of Titanfall. Fun fact number one of this video, Respawn Entertainment is an American video game development studio founded in 2010 by none other and well-known Jason West and Vince Zampella. Later, the company was acquired by Electronic Arts back in 2017, I believe. West and Zampella previously co-founded Infinity Ward and created Call of Duty franchise, where they were responsible for its development until late 2010. So these OG COD developers from the old Infinity Ward knew exactly what people wanted, because these are the guys that created Modern Warfare 1 and 2, and eventually they would create Titanfall 1, released in 2014. To be fair, right, let's just get this right off the bat. The game is far from perfect, Titanfall 1, but everyone saw and felt that these guys had something going on here, right? So in 2015, they announced T2, Titanfall 2, that released in 2016 for Xbox PC and PS4. So they dropped the exclusiveness for the Microsoft platforms and opened up to the Sony environment as well. So the reason for the quick follow-up, because actually Titanfall 1, although being a Microsoft exclusive, gained a lot of support and a lot from a very dedicated community, right? Everybody just knew they got something going on here. It reworked some of the flaws in Titanfall 2, optimized the movement ability a bit, and added more content to the game. More Titans, more weapons, more maps. But the biggest issue of Titanfall 2 is actually it's nothing to do with the game itself, but it released between two giants, Battlefield and Call of Duty. I think it was Battlefield 5 at the time. Although both of these games, right, the COD franchise and Battlefield, were met with big controversies, one cannot deny that the size of these franchises caused Titanfall 2 to be put in the shadows a bit. It did not gain the success it actually deserves. But still, 8 years later and the servers are reasonably full, does not take long to get into a game, and the overall modes and the whole package is just extremely fun. If I'm looking at my go-to mode, it's currently attrition, It's PvP, right? Pilot fights pilot with Titans, of course, with added AI that in waves are getting stronger and even bigger. The final stint of attrition can be extremely hectic with strong AI, people having Titans, and hell breaks loose in almost every corner. Because of the size of the map, I do tend to play a lot with the grappling hook class. Yeah, there's just something about running walls, jumping, and then using the hook to fly around the corner to take a few people out, right? What is really fast-paced and addictive in this game, what I really want to mention is live fire. There's no Titans. It's an extremely small map, and I mean almost borderline tiny for the movement, which makes it really all about movement, speed, tactic, and above all skill, of course. I highly recommend you guys trying that out. It also helps you to really warm up for a bigger game of attrition, for example. Fun fact is also that there are also a fanatic group of people that is trying to beat the Gauntlet. It's a small prep map, right, to learn the basics of the movement. Jay Sager, #1 pilot on the Gauntlet scoreboard. That's a real-life TitanFall streamer whose time was the fastest achieved during the TitanFall 2 tech test. Eventually, Cash Mayo currently holds the world record for the fastest unassisted time on the Gauntlet. I still believe it's a little bit over 10 seconds, 10.1. By the way, come to think of it, it should be in the PlayStation Plus package to download, and it should be on Xbox Game Pass. If not, it's just a couple of bucks, right? So no harm recruiting for the community right here, so just pick it up, right? There is, by the way, some good news for the die-hard fans, although maybe not entirely what we're looking for, but this is another fun fact. Just had the second one now, fun fact number 3. There's a great article on 4Gamers. According to a usually well-known informed journalist, Jeff Grubb, Respawn Entertainment is working on a new TitanFall game, but it is not TitanFall 3. That's already confirmed. It means that the new game would take place in that universe, just like Apex Legends. But it also takes place in that universe without really being a Titanfall game. So I'm pretty excited for that, but I'm also a bit cautious because there is a community out there that really calls for a Titanfall 3. So what can we say about this game graphically? You know, I'm not a digital foundry or anything, and not trying to be, but Titanfall 2 uses an upgraded version of the engine that Titanfall 1 used. Obviously, right? I think Half-Life was also created with this Source engine. It's a customized version of the Source engine. One of the biggest adds Respawn added was a completely new lighting system with support for a physical-based rendering. So, yes, it is visible that the game is almost a decade old, but it still holds up, and the gameplay is king, as you can see in the clip. The single-player campaign. It's worth mentioning. It's highly praised, rightfully so, I would say. On Reddit, the topic is very much alive in general. And I just wanted to highlight this comment, Joe. This is the general feeling. Miss Alice17 on Reddit, just a couple of months ago, you know, about the campaign. And if you look, she says Titanfall 2 campaign is a masterpiece, right? For a start, have played any of the games of the Titanfall series, blah blah blah. She highly recommends it, and it's mainly the movement and the controls. You know, it's incredibly addicting, and I think she's absolutely spot on with this. The gunplay, weapons. Of course there are games with more weapons in there, but they all pack a punch. They all feel great to run around with. There is no overpowered. There are a few guns that have more power, but nothing is too overpowered. The storyline, main characters, you know, Protocol 3, Trust Me, enough said, 10 out of 10. Variety, levels, the extreme pace of the game in the single-player game is so addictive. It's really good to replay it again. And the overall performance is something she highlights as well. You know, no glitches, no issues, a very stable engine that is powering Titanfall 2. Yeah, so the big question is actually, what is stopping all you guys from jumping on this game? Actually, you know, it has a very loyal and dedicated community. Gameplay is solid, fun, extremely rewarding, most times even addictive. There is no battle pass forced on you, zero pay to win, or any of that skill-based matchmaking horseshit. Everything evolves around skill, glitches. No glitches, sorry about that, around skill. There are no glitches and technical issues. And above all, the game just stands on fun and a loyal community. So it looks fine, holds up pretty nicely. So with the constant storm of negativity around COD and Battlefield, This game actually draws me back in constantly. You know, every year, constantly. It feels like almost feel. Let's get a bit emotional here. It feels like a love letter from OG first-person shooter developers to the fast-paced arcade-style shooters. Right? Just me being silly here. Okay. You know, I just generally want to call everybody. If you haven't played TitanFall yet, pick it up. See you on the battlefield. 106 out.